Going right back to brass for this one. Oh man. Seems like they're going back to the original nade strat they had in mind. I'm really curious to see what their game plan is going to be for this. We're seeing marbles on Slamamander now too, and in addition to the Chilla. This still allows him to do the combo. It's going to be a little bit harder to hit the rush now though. Really intriguing to me. The Manders have possibly one of the most infamous touches in the entire game. That's going to be a huge EMP for marbles right there. Ooh, that's a good grab from MPox though. Oh no! Ooh. Marbles does get the punish. They're not gonna get the combo though. That's what I was talking about earlier. It's gonna be quite a bit harder for Marbles to reliably get that rush combo. Doesn't mean their combo game still won't be strong though. I do feel like we've already been seeing a little bit of it. We've been seeing how kind of just how easily Marbles has been able to hit those Slamamanders, which is not an easy arm to get hits with, mind you. MPox is coming back here a little bit though. The nades are pile on the pressure.
This is so close.
Marbles needs to play really safe here. We got 10 seconds left. Will MPox elect to go for the rush here? Marbles is kind of within rush distance. It looks like MPox is going to run out of time though. We're going to have our first timeout and Marbles is going to take round one. Seems like Marbles is going right back to the popper for this next round. I think, honestly, if you ask me, I think that's a smart call. Because I do feel like we have seen MPox really be able to get around this curving on quite surprisingly. But we saw them have quite a bit of weakness to the popper in their first series, and I really feel like with Marbles' combo game, I think MPox is probably really scared now to see what Marbles is planning after getting the first round win and then switching their setup. So far though, it's been a pretty close game. MPox has been continually getting those explosive picks just like that off on Marbles, and I feel like that's really helping their game so far. I don't think we've seen MPox use their rush yet. They may have early in the first round, but they've been holding it for quite a long time, and that's surprising me too. I feel like nade rush is something you want to use a little bit more sparingly. Well, that's not... I can't English, y'all. Like, nade rush is something you spam a little bit more often. Ooh, MPox almost got the punish off that EMP, but Marbles got away just in time. Both players have their rush. Both are really low. Marbles dodges that rush. That could be the game right there. MPox has won.
Oh.
That's it. That's game one. The Marbles. The results are in from YouTube chat. YouTube chat pretty unanimous. I can't English today.
Unanimously?
Yes.
Okay.
YouTube chat has unanimously selected Marbles as the favorite. I mean, I guess I can see the vision after seeing that first game, but man, I still agree with Marbles himself. Like, I feel like we're really sleeping on MPox here. Their punish game, even in that last game, was really, really strong. And I'm really scared to see if they're gonna switch anything up for this next one. Alright, we don't have a character switch just yet, but we are going to Mausoleum now. As I'm eating my very suspiciously brown chicken.
Brown chicken is good, isn't it?
Well, it is very chicken tasting, so, you know. That's what helps. But anyway. It's a big pick on the marbles right there. One thing Mausoleum will definitely help with is it will allow MPox to get a lot closer to marbles when he's doing the EMP.
I think it's also just a little funny how one arm makes you explode and the other one makes you fly away.
Ooh, that's a huge punish for marbles right there. I was just about to say that MPox is getting a lot of great punishes on the marbles, but that's going to even the odds here a little. It's going to make this round pretty close. A nice pick from MPox. Oh, that grab's going to seal the deal. What a grab.
That was a ka-chow moment.
I want to say that grab was hit from maybe the farthest it could have possibly hit. It was curving all the way to the left to snatch marbles from there. Alright, we had MPox coming back a little bit in the series. MPox really putting a lot of pressure on marbles here. But marbles can't get out of the nades.
MPox,
man,
man.
that was a fast game. After that last one.
That was wow.
I'm frankly amazed how fast we came back to Team 1-1. I think Mausoleum really played a big part in that because Marbles didn't really feel like he had it. I don't really feel like Marbles had nearly as much space as he did on DNA Lab. I feel like I can definitely see a Mausoleum ban coming in the near future. I almost want to say Marbles might be planning to send us to maybe something like Via or I think Scrapyard's one of the counter picks too. I think Via and Scrapyard are the two counter picks, as a matter of fact. But I do feel like Marbles will most likely play it the better when he has a lot of space to work. And I feel like those two maps, based on how jank they are, I feel like Marbles might be leaning to him right now. But we'll see. I'm not quite sure yet. Ooh, we're actually going back to DNA Lab. I think that's a very interesting call if you're MPox. Like, I'm not sure if there's enough bans to cover all the stages. I assume there's not, but that might be partially why we're back here. Maybe MPox didn't have the space to ban this. Instead, ban the other stages I'm talking about. But we're gonna see Marbles go right back to the Slamamander again, which is a really interesting call. I feel like, to be fair, Marbles did struggle quite a bit with the Popper in the last 2 rounds on Mausoleum. And the Slamamander did work, and is continuing to work. But I'm curious what his mindset is to use Popper to win in the second round here, last time we were here, but not... keep using Slam as like a counter pick in Melga. I'm just super curious about what his strategy is. What their strategy is. Let's see. That's a great pick for Marbles on the Max Press there. I'm not sure why I called MPox Max Press, because, I mean, you have another Max literally in the bracket. But maybe MPox is secretly Max Press. Welcome to Conspiracy Theories, people. Well, anyways, while we have Conspiracy Theories rambling about, Marbles is really getting ahead of MPox this round. That was really close on that grab. And also really close to that one Salamander pick. But, I don't know. Marbles is going to get ahead again. Round 1 here. Someone in my Discord VC has started streaming.
These players simultaneously going back and forth.
Yeah. Huge hit.
Very nice rush. Very nice.
MPox is really getting ahead this time. Oh man. I'm just really impressed how. Oh, I was just about to say how MPox can keep getting under pressure, but then they go too early there and get punished.
Oh wow.
Oh, that was really close for Marvel. Salamander Bank really coming through for MPox here. Ooh, that was a nice bait from Marbles. Did you see that? Almost came up to EMP, but that went for the kill combo. Huge rush for MPox. That's going to give him a fighting chance at winning this round. Can they get the final pick? That was really close there. Ooh, there we go. We're going 1-1. Alright, I actually believe... I'm going to double check really fast. I don't know if this is match point or not. Yeah, okay, so this is best of 5, so this is not match point right here. We still have... Whoever wins this still has to get one more before they win the series. Let's see. MPox is getting some opening picks here. This could be really big for Marvel if they can keep the combos up here. Ooh, could be over at this point though. If MPox hits the full rush, I think it's game over, especially with that pick. I think Marbles is one here. Can they... Ooh, here we go. MPox with the rush. Not gonna get it. Marbles interrupts it with the grab.
This is still very winnable for Marbles.
Ooh! But MPox finally gets that grab punish off of the EMP. And that's gonna be the game. MPox is one game away from
that was another Ka-Chow. That was a Ka-Chow moment.
I agree, Rick. I think Shatter's definitely right about rushing on explosives. I really feel like explosives are so volatile. There's a reason that Express was paired with Nade. I feel like with the charge and the constant explosion, it's just so hard to know rush on that Express, and I feel like that's really playing into MPox's favor. It's helping to kind of eliminate some of the potential combos from Marvel's arsenal, and I really feel like that's hurting Marvel's game here. We're going to DNA Lab again. Ooh. I really don't know where this is going to go from here. I just noticed, by the way, MPox has the shiny badge for the single Joy-Con, which means they played like 500 games on the single Joy-Con. Which I just want to comment, that's like so insane. Like, it's like, I've tried playing on single Joy-Con before, and it is the frustrating thing on planet Earth, so I just have to say huge kudos for that.
Yeah, it's something that I feel like not everyone can do, because I definitely cannot.
Imagine if they were doing all of this on single player. Can you imagine?
Not.
Ooh, that was a cool trade. Making this game quite even. Both players about the same health and with rushes. Ooh, huge rush from MPox. I'm really surprised that connected. Marbles had the perfect opportunity to really dodge past that, but they just couldn't move fast enough. Oh, that's gonna be big for Marbles though. I really feel like... I just noticed Marbles is now running Popper and Salamander. They're fusing both of their strategies from earlier together to really make their comeback here. Which is interesting to me, because that does hurt their combo game is down here. I really feel like it makes their play a little bit faster, but I wonder just how effective is it going to be. That was a funny idea. Sometimes that does work, grabbing right away at the start of the game. It depends on your opponent, though. I feel like MPox isn't really the type to really shield a lot given his strategy, so that kind of surprises me, but it was pretty funny to see that. That was a good pick from MPox. I have also just noticed that Marble have now taken the exact opposite turn and is now going double chill. They're abandoning the combo game with like a well, not really entirely. Less of an aerial combo game in favor of a more grounded combo game, which could really help if they keep getting picks like that. But MPox keeps getting past it though. They almost get the grab, which I think would have been the series if that would have connected. But I don't know, it's getting really close for Marbles here. I don't know if they're gonna
I love how this has become.
They're gonna get 2 freezes and the grab. That's gonna be 370 damage. That's gonna get them back quite a bit. The explosion comes through. Both players low, but Marbles has rush. Will they go for the rush or will they keep it for round 3? We've got 10 seconds left. Can Marbles pull this out? Ooh. Ooh, they are going to go for the rush to solidify things. I think that's a smart move. It did look like MPox was about to get that grab, and that would have been it for Marbles. That would have been the series over. But with that, we're on round 3. Can Marbles stay in this? They're 1 round away from going to losers. Oh, what a read from MPox! Oh my god! That's huge! That's gonna get them really far ahead here. They're over 300 health ahead now. And with that, I'm not sure if Marbles can come back from this. They have the rush, and it is gonna connect. That's gonna help them, but now MPox has their own rush, and Marbles is gonna have to play around that until they can get another rush, and I don't know if Marbles can do this. They're gonna have to get 1 serious combo to get this, and it's not gonna happen.
Oh my goodness.
And with that, our unanimous YouTube poll vote has been overturned. And MPox has booked his ticket to Grands.